Hello guys, today we're gonna take a look at a very interesting bag which is Talon Ghost. It is from Osprey, and as you can see, this might be a bag you would never consider because of this white finish. And if you zip this bag up, first let us take a look at the inside. I bought this bag purely because of its beautiful. I think I never see Osprey came out with a bag that is so unique and white and so clean. And it's actually not for like outdoor use. As you might see, this color would never hold up to the outdoor use, but when I get it, I find it is really like much more cleaner than I thought. So let's zip it and see what's got inside. It is better for everyday carry use, I think, instead of the outdoor. So it made some change to the classic Talon backpack. The first one you will notice is that there is no like kangaroo bag you can put some stuff inside. Just very plain of fabric, because a stretchy white mesh would be easily get dirty, and I think that's what they thought about it. And it keeps the bicycle lock, but I would think I would never use it. And also the same loop at the front, and also two side pockets, very useful. Here I keep my about 500 milliliter thermos. And look inside. Here we can see this is the place where it keeps this bike lock, not back lock, this helmet lock. And this is the main compartment. We can see it's not as roomy as you might think, but it is like expandable because there are two straps at each side, and if you want more room you can just loosen it up. And here we can see this pouch is my like stationary pouch. I keep my pens here. This is Pilot capless, and this is rotary, and also some ballpoint pen. And at this side here is the Moment G hook. I use it to hook my bag when I need it to, since this bag cannot sit by its own. And this is the Apple's screen clean cloth. So this is the first pouch, and the next pouch is the charger. And this is from Movi. It is 45 grams, which is super light, and it's 20 watts. Something I really like about this charger is that it doesn't have a seam at the back, which makes it like super clean and seamless. Instead, the Apple charger, this one is a bit smaller than Apple's official 20 watts charger, although not as small as the Anker's nano charger. But I think the nano charger might have some like heating issue, and this one it never overheats, and it looks clean and it looks very nice made. So I just keep this one as my go-to charger. And two cable, just the Apple branded cable. And this is the clothes. This is just for some like normal use. The jacket from the Champion. And this one, this is the Matador's what's called it, pocket blanket. If you go to somewhere with your friends and you need a place where you can sit on the grass or somewhere, you can just pull it up and it will become a very large sized, like It can sit, I think, 3 to 4 people without problem. I think, yeah, that's it. You can even just lay on it if you want. And this pocket, this become really interesting. This pocket is for storing your keys. Although I never store my keys here, I just realized it's too much steps. First you need to zip on your outer pocket, then you need to zip this pocket. Although I can just keep the keyring outside, so I don't need to I don't need this step, but it's still you need to take your keys out. But this mechanism is actually really fast. I will get you my keys so you can see how it works. Here, hooked, unhooked, hooked, unhooked. It's almost like, yeah, it feels like there is nothing, just anyway, it's still not as convenient as just storing it in the side pocket. And inside, this is my Western Digital, my passport SSD. It is 512 gigabits. I find it's just enough room for me to store anything that I might not use right now but may use it in the later. And I actually haven't used it for a long time since I got 1 terabit storage iPad, so okay. And this is my pocket notebook. This is from Moleskine. Not from Moleskine, it's from Lecturean. Sorry, I don't know how to spell it, but this is a very nice touch notebook, and it is very pocketable, and it is easy to use. And when you use traditional fountain pen, it works really well and holds up the ink. So that's the main compartment. Now let's take a look at the next compartment. I already zipped it on. This one. This is a top compartment, and this is a pretty roomy pocket. At the top you can put things that you access most. I just think this is the place where Osprey should keep the keyring here, because this is just much easier than zip this to side. Yeah. And here, this is, I think, a must-have from IKEA. This little pouch is quite roomy and it's super lightweight. It almost have no light on it because I really like lightweight things. And inside it, I put some everyday little stuffs here, and I also keep something you might not keep. This is a very mini. I just use it to measure things, because I want to keep everything at the perfect size. So every day I see something that I want to buy, at the supermarket, I always measure it to see if it will fit my need perfectly. And I think that's something you should definitely consider. And let's put it aside. This is the AirPods, the 2nd generation. I actually buy it in 2022 because I just find out that the 3rd generation AirPods and the AirPods Pro doesn't fit my ears quite well. And this one is the only one that I can just take it every day without worrying, just without any earring issues. So it's just so comfortable, and I just think the gesture is also intuitive. Right now I do find some problems with the 2nd generation, which is it cannot just switch from one device to another instantly like the AirPods Pro or Beats Fit Pro. It's just, there might be laggy, there might be it never switch at all sometimes, and you need to just go to your main control center to switch it. And the case I put on is from the Native Union. I got it just for $5, and it's from like genuine Italian leather, and it is very soft to touch. I think it's overall very good option, and it just much more, you can much more comfortably put it inside a pocket without worrying about scratching the white finish, although I pretty love the white finish of the AirPods. So, and this is the MagSafe charger. I dropped it a few times, and it's very sturdy, I think, at least. And it might not have enough capacity, but I think it is enough for everyday use. If you need to just take your iPhone out and take this MagSafe charger, you normally won't need to bring a separate cable again. Although sometimes I do forget to charge it, because you know it has such a small capacity, and if you want to use it constantly, you almost need to charge it like every day. So that's something you need to keep in mind. Otherwise, I think you better take a larger capacity battery power bank. And this is the last one inside this pocket. This is the Type-C to like HDMI and USB-A cable, because I bring an iPad Pro as my main like productivity device, and this one just can make the iPad be more flexible. Although it's not Thunderbolt, I think it works, and it works really well. Sometimes if I need to use a flash drive or something that needs a USB-A port, I get it. And I never use the HDMI port right now, but since the iPad has the ability to connect to an outside monitor, I think I will eventually use it someday. So that's everything inside this pocket. I will just put everything back. And also I put my iPhone 12 mini at this pocket, but now it is like filming, so sorry, I forgot one thing. This is lipo pencil. I do realize there is some problems with this bag because it's light, it's very white inside, and because all my device, like I prefer using white things, so sometimes it might be difficult to find it. Although like many people love the white interior, me too, but this is something very weird. It's still easy to find, like much better than the black interior, but yeah, I think I might use the darker color in things from now on. And this is the last compartment, and this is what sets the Osprey Talon Ghost apart from the other Talon series. This is a fully padded and white color compartment. You can still hang on your water bladder if you want, but this is particularly used for the computer. I think it can fit up to 16-inch, although I'm not pretty sure. But the 12.9-inch iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard can fit in without any issue. Yeah. And there is some stretchiness on the side. I think this compartment actually can fit a lot of things inside because it's pretty roomy, as you can see. But right now I just put my iPad here. If you have a lot of documents, I think you can also put it here too. And yeah, let's zip up this compartment. The handle, this is something I'm not very like, because this handle is just a bit too thin, and if you carry a lot of things, it would definitely dig into your hand. But since it's a relatively lightweight backpack, so I can forgive him for it. And here, let's take a look at the back side. It has a like wrist strap, and the side pocket is pretty roomy. At this side, I put a shopping bag with me, so like I don't want to use the plastic bag from the market, cause just reduce the carbon footprint. And from this side here, I keep my keys and my Victorinox nail clipper and an air tag, so I won't worry about losing it. And this is something I highly recommend it, although I don't know if here it is still available. This is Patek's, like it's not massive, but it's like, yeah, it is a multi-tool, and it is far more better than any multi-tool I ever saw. And it can also store my student card. This one, it has a lot of port and cable, and it just can give me a sense of like security, because I know I have these small tools here. So and this is pretty lightweight. It's made from the pure carbon fiber, and it even has a SD card slot for reading SD card. You just use this cable inside. Yeah, a very high quality and well-made product from Patek. I think that's pretty it. And this is a small pocket from the shoulder strap. I just find out there is not enough room to put in bigger items, although I do can fit in my my MagSafe charger inside here. But then I don't have program buckle it, but I would never use it this way, and I just don't find out what should be put in here, because the key, I just worried about the keys might destroy the white mesh, so I just keep it blank at right now. Maybe I will use it someday. So as I said, this bag has a lot of organizations, and because of its white interior, you can find things really easy, and it also has a very comfortable and a very yeah, you can definitely use it in summer, because in California it is really hot, and this one is at least a lot cooler than some other bag at this size. But I do find out there might be other bag that be more like summer friendly. And finally, if you want to find something else, like something that is lightweight and easy for the summer use, and maybe become a go-to bag, what might you consider too? So let's take a look at some other options, because I just get this bag 2 days ago. And now let's take a look at the bag I used before. Let me check out the camera. Okay. This is the bag that I used before. This is from Uno, but this is the first generation, and I don't like the color of the second generation. So this has a very beefy, huge YKK zipper, and it has a very good organization. This one I just use it for too long, and I think it's very old, so I just want to change it. You can see I use it for I think 5 or 6 years, and it still hold up really well. Here this is a zip pocket. You can storage your everyday things, and it's all YKK zippers everywhere, and it's quite smooth, I think, and really strong, and you can open it full on. And here you can see this is the pocket, and something really interesting about this bag is that you can just get the laptop compartment totally out, and it is also pretty lightweight. This is the inner organization. You can put your pens here, you can put your other stuffs here, you can put a tablet here which fits up to 11-inch iPad Pro without a case, or with a very slim case. And here you can fit in a laptop up to 15-inch. And the inner, and there is quite roomy inside. It is, I think it's about 22 liters or 23 liters. Although it looks pretty compact and small, but you can see how thick it is, and when it fully packed out, it can be a lot larger. And the strap is curved and well organized. The buckle are all metal, and it only cost about, like, I got it for about $60, which I think, and it has a very good like strap organizer, so it won't dangle a lot. And here is a pocket that you can store your keys, your other stuffs here, and this is for travel use. I think you can put it at the top of your luggage. And there is even two side pockets which you can put a 500ml water bottle inside, but I would prefer put something like a lot smaller than this one. So this bag, I think functionally it is a perfect bag, but it's just too old and I cannot find the first generation anymore, so I will keep using it, but it's just like, I think it's time to say goodbye. 5 years, buddy. And let me see, and there is another bag I want to recommend. This one. This is the Victorinox Almond Active 20 liter, and this one you can see it is super small and it is super lightweight. This is my go-to bag when I want to just run to somewhere, because this bag you can actually like running. Yeah, like I have some problem with the Osprey bag, although it has a sternum strap and it has a wrist strap. I just find out I cannot run with that bag, but I can definitely run with this bag. And this bag is also a lot cooler than any other bag that available right now. This just insanely lightweight and cool. You can see just how it engineered the straps. There is a lot of, and this is just very smooth and almost feel like a silk feeling. And the back panel barely touches your back. There is just two straps which connect with your back, and the handle is just more sturdier than the Osprey. And also it has a very good sternum strap which is magnetic, and it is a lot way easier to use than the Osprey one. But the Osprey bag, I think it's just a more overall solution. It is a lot more organization than this bag. This bag is pretty minimalist. You can see you can store like anything you want to quick access in this pocket, and you can just put this bag on, and almost everything you just can grab it from here or from the main compartment, because this just goes to all the way to the main compartment. And this small pocket also suitable for store small things you might need. If you are something that's not care too much about the protection about your gear, or you just store everything in a separate pouch or sleeve, this bag would be a very good option, I think. Yeah. And there is another bag, I think, worth mentioning. Sorry, I just got a lot of bags, and most of them are not very cheap, but this bag is from the Mammoth, and this bag has a very unique design. As you can see, there is a zip on the bottom, and there is hypalon and hook on the top, and this bag you can actually separate it from the main bag and use it as a shoulder bag, and the shoulder strap is actually integrated inside this bag. You can pull the shoulder strap out from here, and I think this is just, and the material it used is also super lightweight. One thing I dislike about, and it has a very good laptop compartment and a zip pouch. One thing I dislike about this bag is that it doesn't have a side water bottle pocket or quick access pocket. You do have a kind of quick access pocket from the top. Here it stores like rain cover for this bag, and you can definitely put your keychains here, and it will be very secure, and people will not even notice it at first. Aluminum hardware, very lightweight and durable. A very big problem with this bag is that it just sticks all of the furs and everything. It's just, yeah. And design wise, the back panel has very good ergonomic. This one is like a panel that is aluminum. This is an aluminum framework, which you can just, there is a lot of airflow inside it, and it is also have a minimum but useful organization. So this is a bag you might consider. This bag is just like, I think this bag is around $140 right now, and it usually costs over $200 when it first released. I do think it doesn't worth $200, although. That's it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, put it back on. Overall, I think this bag is a better overall solution. It is very clean, it is relatively lightweight, although not as light as you might think, because of the back panel and all the structure of this bag, but this one is definitely worth buying, I think, if you use it carefully and not worry too much about getting it dirty. That's it. Thanks for watching.